These people don't want you to succeed. You're on your own out there. You're doing it on your own. You really just gotta do it on your own. No one's giving you handouts anymore. It's all up to you now. And that's hard, you know? It's hard when you're first starting out.
Don't I know it?
You do, honey. You do know it. But what I'm trying to say is just, I'm trying to just help you out. Because no one helped me out. I have to do it on my own. Just like you're doing. But what I'm trying to say is, you're on your own, and no one's giving you handouts. I did it on my own. You're on your own now.
It really is awful, Lori. Just absolutely terrible.
It's awful, just terrible. It isn't any better now.
Absolutely. You think that you're an episode of Mad Men half the time.
Isn't that the truth? An episode of Mad Men. I like that.
These guys put on half a decent suit and they run the place.
I swear, half of them are egomaniacs.
If they actually looked anything like those boys in Mad Men in a suit, I might not even mind whether they were bossy or narcissistic or anything.
Oh, honey, you are young, aren't you?
It was a joke. Mostly.
No, you dog, you! An episode of Mad Men, I like that, I do. You get some silly ideas from that stuff, like, all they have to do to be a productive member of the company is say every curse word they know.
I'm sure they think the cursing scares me.
They did the same thing to me. Thought it was some kind of delicate daisy who'd never heard the words God and damn in the same sentence before. I fixed that on my first day. Some jerk tried to get me to make copies like I was some kind of secretary or something. So I told him to go fuck himself.
God, I gotta use that on Jeremy next time he tells me to make the coffee.
Sure, Jeremy, I'll make you coffee. Do you want sugar with that or fuck you, you son of a bitch?
More coffee?
Please. I'll take some more as well. Thank you, dear. It's a shithole out there, Jennifer. Jen, I mean it. This glass ceiling hoopla, it's real. And I don't know why they call it a glass ceiling, because glass is a hell of a lot easier to shatter than it is.
That's why I appreciate your advice so much.
I know, honey. We've got to help each other out. And I love your mom. We grew up together. I'd do anything to help her out. And it worked out so perfectly that you could take this particular spot.
It was really just the timing.
Of course. You've got friends here. And that's what friends are for. They help each other out. Just help each other out. And so when you're a CEO and you're supporting all us senile old ladies, you can just thank your mom and I for getting you into the starting position.
Come on, you're far from old.
Not that it's really a starting level position. I mean, what's the point of having a family, friend, vice president if they can't get you an administrative spot?
What's the point of even taking the job if it's an entry level one? You get about as much satisfaction and pay hitting yourself over the head with the shovel.
You got that right. You've already got it, Jen. You already know. Let me tell you something. There's a difference between people like you and me and your mom and your dad and even jerks like Jeremy. Between us and other people. We know what we want and we work hard to get it. I'm not regional vice president of a multi-million-dollar company for nothing. I work my ass off. And I'm a woman too, which makes it 10 times to 50 times harder. It's about hard work and determination.
It's work ethic.
Exactly. That's the difference between people like us and her. You think she had to be a waitress? What is she, like, 40? Oh, she hasn't had time to pursue something else.
Sure, we live in America. We're the luckiest people in the world. It's not like she's fighting off AIDS or military insurgency like some poor people are. She's fine.
Right. We know that we're lucky, and we're putting our luck to good use. What's the point of being born in the land of the free if you're just going to be filling out coffee?
It's a shame, really.
It is. I'm sure you've seen it since you were a kid. I know I have. It's the same with school. Some people just work harder than others.
And in college, they did fuck us over with tuition.
They love to do that.
Don't they? Fluctuation, my ass.
rope you in the first year, and then the next year they turn around and ask for another $5,000 a semester. What the fuck is that?
Apparently it's based on our taxes.
There's another thing. They ask you for your taxes, and then they think they should be able to tell how much you should pay from it? Fuck that.
We make a little bit more some years, but what's the point of capitalism if they're going to take away every penny we earned? I mean, fuck it. We'd be getting a better deal if we were broke.
The thing that gets me the most is it's supposed to be this even playing field now.
Sure, every kid goes to school.
There are plenty of public schools. Maybe if you want to invest a little more in your child's education, you go private. It's all about where your priorities are.
Correct. All kids go to school.
They all have the same chances.
And we all applied and got to the same school, so why at that point does the whole equality thing change?
Exactly.
And if you're going to charge me $5,000 more than the next kid, just because my family makes a little bit more, then you're right. It fucks me over because then I'm not equal then.
Right. What if you are buying a car or you want to get an apartment?
Instead, I'm paying for somebody else's.
And I get it with some of these kids. I really do. When you have a kid whose parents died in a plane crash, I get that.
Me too, but why do we have to pay for some kid because his parents never bothered to get past a job in food service?
How can we give all these kids the same thing to start out with? A public school, a basic education, and then say they're unequal at the end of it? That's not inequality, that's a difference in effort. It's the same with the parents.
Sure, I worked hard in school. I mean, I was a part of a whole bunch of different clubs, and I studied hard, and I had a job for a couple of summers, and
And your mom and your dad, they worked hard too. Like we said, they invested in your education. Got you with the right school, got you with the right tutors.
That's what it is. It's an investment, and we made the right one. We did the work, and we researched it.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna have to start paying for other people's stop losses.
Fuck it. Can I get anything else for you ladies today?
I think we're all set. Thank you. It was delicious.
Hey, have a good one, ladies.
There's one reason I'm glad I went to school in my day instead of now. They may have been trying to make all women major in home economics, but at least they weren't charging us half our income to do it. Nicole? Lori? Oh my God. Hi. How are you? Oh, I'm getting along. Oh, excuse me. Nicole, this is Jennifer. She just started working at the company.
So nice to meet you.
She's actually, get this, Nicole. She's Becky's daughter.
Becky's daughter? Wow.
Jennifer, this is Nicole. She's an old friend.
I just stopped for you guys.
How are you doing?
Oh, okay, you know. We actually just found out that Mark, you remember my son Mark.
Oh, of course.
Well, he's fiance,
Just up and left him.
so we're all having a bit of a tough time with that.
God, that's awful. It is. It really is. And he's in Australia. Australia? That's where she lives. So he moved down there to be with her, and now she's left him. Awful.
It's one of those situations where she says she wants space or freedom or whatever, but really it's that she's a flighty person. At her core, she's just flighty.
Sure, I know the type.
All you have to do is look at the list of men she's dated. It's ridiculous. She says she wants to become a traveling nurse.
A traveling nurse?
She'll go around and be a nurse in a bunch of different places. I don't know all the details, but she gets with some organization and they cover her expenses and her travel costs and accommodation.
That doesn't sound like a bad deal.
No, but it's not like she needs the extra money. Mark makes enough. Maybe it's a good idea for a younger person, a 23-year-old or some kid. But at her age,
So sorry, Nicole.
thank you. We're just all trying to be there for Mark right now. Can I pull up a chair for you?
That'd be good. And could you grab some change while you have a chance for the meter?
Oh, of course the meters are the worst.
God, aren't they?
I'll be right back with some quarters.
Anyways, sorry. Jennifer. Nicole. I was just telling Jennifer what it was like when I first started working at the company. Nicole, Jennifer used to work there with me. Nicole, tell her.
Oh, honey, it
Now, Jennifer, the first thing you've got to learn about this job is that you're on your